this special event where hopefully we're all just going to be excited about games as we watch through it. And the stream is coming up in about 18 minutes. You can watch it live right here on this feed. We're going to go right into it. And then immediately afterwards, we've got our exclusive post show with guests, some of the developers featured in the showcase, and Aaron Greenberg from Xbox will be joining us to answer questions. And we'll also have some creators join us as well to grade, see how Xbox did based on our expectations. And we'll also do a poll on Twitter. So make sure to vote on that. But right now, it is time to get to another world premiere. This is a sequel to a game that if you watch YouTube Let's Plays and YouTube gaming videos, you've probably seen. Check this out. There it is. Hello, Neighbor 2. And we've got some more games still to come. And we are 14 minutes away from the start of the showcase from Xbox. It's going to last almost exactly 1 hour. So there'll be an hour showcase in 15 minutes, and then our post show afterwards. But right now, we're going to take a look at the ID at Xbox program, a great program this week, actually. If you're on Xbox, there's a Summer Game Fest demo event, over 70 games that you can download and preview for free. One of the big things I wanted to do with Summer Game Fest was give everyone a chance to play more games at home, and I want to thank the team at Xbox for putting that together in these unusual circumstances where we don't have big consumer events to go and play games. But right now, let's take a look at ID at Xbox, and there are some glimpses of some new games in here as well. Check it out. There you go, Shredder snowboarding game. I miss my SSX, so that one looks really good. And lots of great games coming to the ID at Xbox program that we're excited about. All right, now though, we have a pretty cool brand new game to show you. This comes from a legendary game creator, and when I saw this and the journey he wants to take us on with this game, I was really excited and honored to have the opportunity to share this with you. So this is a bit of a longer piece, but it takes you into the world of a brand new game from a special creator in Japan. Please check this out.
Hello, Xbox ファンの皆様、スクエアエニックスの中裕二です。今日は皆様に不思議な物語をお届けに参りました。僕は現在スクエアエニックスにいて、バランカンパニーという新しいブランドを立ち上げました。そしてここにいる昔ソニックやナイツを一緒に作った大島直人と20年ぶりにタッグを組んでアクションゲームを作っています。
中さんがスクエアエニックスに行くと知った時はびっくりしました。
僕も驚いたよ。
しかしこうしてまた一緒にタッグを組んでゲームを作れること、そして僕たちの得意とするゲーム作りとスクエアエニックスが得意とする物語や音楽とが合わさり、誰も体験したことのない新しいゲームを世界中の皆様にお届けできることをとても嬉しく思います。
今日僕たちが皆様にお届けするのはアクションゲームの全てを詰め込んだアクションゲームオブアクションゲーム、バランワンダーワールドです。 アクションゲームにミュージカルの世界観を持ち込んで、ボタン一つでたくさんの衣装能力を使い進んでいくゲームになります。
苦悩や葛藤、人は誰しもがポジティブな気持ちとネガティブな気持ちのバランスを保ちながら生きています。しかしそのバランスが崩れた時、あなたはバランスシアターに迷い込みます。悩める12人のキャストたちの心象世界を、あなたはさまざまなアクションを駆使して進んでいきます。アクションの一つ一つが衣装に割り当てられており、その数はなんと80種類を超えます。衣装を次々に着替えながら各ステージに散りばめられた謎を解き、そしてネガティブな気持ちにとらわれてしまったキャストたちの心をあなたの手で取り戻してあげてください。
本作は24言語に対応予定です。 Xbox One、 さらに Xbox シリーズ X にももちろん対応し、片方のコンソールを持っていればどちらでも遊んでいただけるスマートデリバリーにも対応する予定です。世界中の皆様に 4K の最高画質で本作の世界を隅々まで楽しんでいただけます。ワンダーワールドの世界で皆様をお待ちしています。最後に今日は全世界初公開の映像も準備いたしましたので、どうぞご覧ください。It's show time!
Balan Wonderworld, a strange and mysterious land that you visit when you come to a turning point in life. Over 80 different costumes, unlocking unique actions and abilities.
Wedding come, ilawini, sindano'y Wedding come,
Look into your hearts to discover what's most precious. Every moment is an adventure.
There it is, the announcement of Balan Wonderland. Nights was such a special and important game to me. I want to thank Nakasan and Square Enix for sharing that world premiere announcement with us here on the pre-show. There's even more good stuff, though, coming up at the top of the hour. We are just 6 minutes away, so we're going to have another group join us here as we count down in the final 5 minutes. We got Matt Pat joining us live from the Game Theorist headquarters.
It's over. I could check out right now. I am sold. Balan Wonderworld, #1 game. Over. Stand aside Halo Infinite. That was what I needed to see.
I was going to say, I was pretty excited when we got that. I'm like, okay, this pre-show is going to be pretty good. That's an exciting announcement. Just to have those guys back doing that. So yeah, I agree with you, Matt Pat. All right, we've also got JD Witherspoon joining us. What's up, Ron? How you doing?
Yo, I'm chilling, man. I'm looking at this countdown for the showcase, and I'm ready to put my helmet on and get it going. But I'm like, let's talk. Let's talk real quick.
I was gonna say we got 5 minutes, and joining us also is Allegra Frank from Vox. Allegra, how you doing?
Hey, I'm really good now. Like, after Balan Wonderland, I'm with Matt. Yo, that's it. That's the end of the show for me.
We done. Yeah, no, it's nice, happy, uplifting. We need a game like that. So that was, a pretty good way to end the pre-show. It hopefully means there's even more big surprises coming in the main show. And let's talk about this. You guys are going to join us afterwards as well to react to what we see. So let's kind of get the preview. Balan Wonderland, but what else? What do you guys? Let me put it this way: what does Microsoft need to do to get an A from you? Watching this conference. So what's it going to take? Let's start with you, Matt.
Yeah. To me, we all know Halo Infinite is the big gem in their crown, right? Like, that's the piece that they're selling, the killer app. That is their killer app. But to me, as a mild Halo fan, I want to see what is the other thing that's going to get me to buy this system in particular. And if it's not a neon green skin, like we saw for the earlier Xbox generation, to coat that big obelisk that you're buying with Xbox Series X, Balan Wonderland or Balan Wonderworld might have sold it for me. It looks like exactly the sort of game that I need in 2020, that the world needs in 2020, and it hits me right in the nostalgia feels. So I needed another killer app for this system, and that might have been it.
Wow. All right. You guys are done in the pre-show. I like it. There are already high marks. JD, what we know we're going to see Halo. Seems like you're sufficiently hyped if you've got your Master Chief helmet. What's it going to take to get an A from you in the post-show grade?
Well, obviously Halo. I would love for them to take Halo Infinite and use it to be showcased the same way they showcased Halo 2 from the E3 2005 world premiere. I remember that. They did the gameplay mixed in with cutscenes. And then, I believe we talked about Fable a little bit earlier. I believe Fable 4 would be great. I don't know if they've ever put out that last Fable. I'm not sure. I have to go back. And then for me personally, I want a new Matrix video game. I know that no one in the chat wants that, but hey, remember Enter the Matrix? That was fire. Remember that bullet time? Yo, bring me back.
Yeah, I
the
remember
world
that.
right now.
Intersected
So-
with the movies and stuff. Yeah, all right. That's a wild prediction that we're gonna get a new Matrix. Keanu, they used Keanu last year, so you never know. Bring him back again. Um, Allegra, I know you're excited about Balan, what they're doing. What else will it take to hype you up to an A grade in the post show?
Right. I mean, everything that's excited me in the pre show is pretty much what I would also want in the post show, which is interesting, sort of inventive, newer IP. Like, I'm not a big, Halo nerd or Watch Dogs or just anything with a number after it, unless it's some like bizarre number that has nothing to do with the game. Like, if it's a sequel, I'm pretty much out. But I would love to see more from Tell Me Why by Don't Nod. I would love to see some actual like gameplay and a good emphasis on that, because it really brings an interesting amount of diversity to Xbox. But in general, I like to be really surprised whether or not it's some, Final Fantasy exclusive that's making its way on to the Xbox for the first time, or just some game we've never heard of before from some small, exciting studio. I mean, that's always what wins me over. Also, Keanu Reeves, if he shows up again, I mean, that would be really great.
Hey, you never know. I think he's in Berlin filming Matrix, but hey, it's virtual, so anyone can. This thing is this year, anyone can show up because around the world we can connect people, and it's so different to not be with you guys. With 5,000 people at the Microsoft Theater getting to see this stuff. But we are literally just about a minute away here from going live. You guys are going to join us afterwards. You've got your Master Chief helmet. And I want to thank everyone for joining us exclusively here on YouTube for the pre-show for the Xbox event. It's going to be about 2 minutes until we go. So maybe one last quick rapid fire here. JD's got his helmet. How do you guys think they're going to open the show? What do you think the first thing is?
Halo Infinite. Easy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, start with the big guns. They know that's what everyone's here for, and then everything else is kind of icing on the cake.
Allegra, do you agree, or do you want something weird and wacky? I guess
it's going to be Halo, which for someone who doesn't really care about Halo, I would love, because I need a bathroom break. So, sorry, JD.
Right. The chat just lit up. He's going to take a bathroom break during Halo. All right, but hey, we got Balan, and yeah, that's part of the fun is that we don't know what they're going to do, and they've been very quiet. They've just said Halo, but beyond that, they've really not told us anything else about what games are going to be in there. So you said, Tell Me Why, great example. Everwild, Psychonauts, those are games that we know they're making that hopefully we'll have updates on. And then I know for a fact there will be some new games announced in this showcase. And it's exciting to watch it live here on YouTube. Well, Matt, JD, Allegra, thanks for joining us. You guys are going to be with us afterwards. We're going to react to the press conference, see how Microsoft did, and then we're going to have some guests, some of the developers and some of the games featured in the show. We're going to have interviews with them, and Xbox's Aaron Greenberg will be joining us live to break down some of the news. So enjoy it. Watch it live here. The Xbox Game Showcase, an hour of games right here on YouTube.
entire exosuit is now complete. Even though this technology will save humanity in the war to come, I must remind myself, liquid crystal cannot rise on its own. Titanium alloy cannot prevail in the face of extinction. Armor cannot hope. It all means nothing until you step inside.
Am I dead already? I must be, I mean. This is a punishment, right? Yep, this is death. No! No! No, 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 no! This isn't happening. I'm going to have to make an emergency landing. Hold on. No. No. You can't stand this. No, you breathe. No. You don't get to tell me what to do. You don't get to tell me anything. Are you even listening?
I count 3 anti-aircraft cannons.
3 what?
You'll be safe here.
Oh, I'll be safe. Safe? I haven't been safe since I found you. I found you, remember? You were out there on your own, and you'd still be out there if it wasn't for me. I thought I was going home.
There won't be a home if we don't stop the banished.
You keep saying that. We're outgunned, outnumbered. I know I saw clone wars over there. I'm going to dig through them and find one with the working sleep space drive. And when you're done with this war, we'll get away from here. Far away.
Wait here.
Oh. Let me find.
First, when I get back, we can look. Together.
Okay, big guy.
lost this war months ago. Your people are broken, scattered, hunted, defeated by me. I wish I could tell you it was difficult, but it wasn't. We are one step ahead, always. The ring is already under our control. Soon, the auditorium as well. The Harbinger and the Banished share the same goal. We fight together to honor the will of Atriarchs. But without challenge, I grew weary, lost, alone. But here you now stand. This is my last fight.
We hope you enjoyed your first look at Halo Infinite's campaign. I'm incredibly proud of the team at 343, and we're thrilled to share a hint of the epic battles that await you on the next chapter of Master Chief's journey. This is the most ambitious campaign we've ever created at 343. For the first time, players will have the freedom to explore a mysterious new Halo ring that's several times larger than our last 2 Halo games combined. Halo Infinite has been built from the ground up to take full advantage of Xbox Series X. Bigger battles, epic vistas, more complex visual effects, displayed with 10 times the processing power per pixel of Halo 5. This will be running at a flawless 60 frames per second and will allow us to bring the Halo ring to life in ways that have never been possible before. We look forward to sharing even more about Halo Infinite in the coming month, including the first look at multiplayer. And now, please enjoy a glimpse of what others in the Xbox Game Studios family have been working on.
World premiere.
Welcome everyone to the Xbox Game Showcase. Today, we're showing games from 9 of our 15 Xbox Game Studios, including unveils of 5 new first-party games. What you will see today is how Xbox Game Studios are harnessing their passions to bring their dreams to life. We believe that how you find and play your games is as important as the device you play them on. Xbox Game Pass is the best way to discover and play. And we want you to be able to experience as many great games as possible. So Game Pass members, you can play every game you see today from your subscription or free to play. These games will look and play best on Xbox Series X, delivering unmatched fidelity, performance, precision, and immersion. And we've designed the most consistently powerful next-generation console. And we've built state-of-the-art platform technology to allow every developer to realize their full vision. One studio that has always pushed the limits of our hardware is Turn 10. And they're early in development on the next Forza Motorsport. And Xbox Series X is bringing them closer to their dream of unprecedented realism with ray tracing and native 4K resolution, all at 60 frames per second. The trailer you're about to see was captured completely in engine.
World premiere.
Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it. It is found in the smallest moments. In every step of a perilous journey. In the symmetry of ritual. In the bonds we share. And in moments of stillness. It teaches us to look beyond the expected. To be a light in dark places. To seek answers. And to stand watch over our world. Our world has a rhythm. We all sense it. But only a few truly feel it.
Everwild will give to you a magical and untamed natural world for you to explore and to just truly lose yourself in. It's a place to be eternal. And eternal has the gift to sense and feel how magic flows through nature, makes ever living. The team here at Rare are so excited to be working on something like Everwild, and I hope you're excited too. But I just want to take this opportunity to say a massive, massive thank you to everyone who's shown their support and love, and for the incredible, awesome, positive community that's already growing around this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories.
Love you, Mom.
You seeing what I'm seeing?
Mom?
Allison?
Yeah. It doesn't matter that they don't believe us.
We all believed that what happened that night was self-defense. But we couldn't be sure.
It doesn't matter that they kept us apart.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other.
It doesn't matter that finding the truth feels impossible.
We're all done with fairy tales.
The only thing that matters is you're my brother. And the only way to move forward is to keep looking back.
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Everything we thought we knew about Mary Ann just got thrown out the window.
She loved you. She attacked you. We both saw it.
I thought coming here would be closing a chapter in our lives.
Nothing good comes from stirring up old memories.
We don't really have a choice about that.
There's always a choice, son.
I can't do this. Stop!
To see you again.
Hey everyone, my name is Gennady. I'm the co-founder and director of technology at Moon Studios. Today we're very excited to tell you that we're working on a very special version of Ori and the Will of the Wisps, specifically for Xbox Series X. We are now at a time where we can reach levels of fidelity and frame rates previously absolutely impossible on any console. An already gorgeous game like Ori can now run at 120 Hz refresh rate in full 4K HDR in its highest quality, delivering unprecedented game feel with silky smooth animation, super crisp, sharp image, and low input latency, which is just so important for the tight and precise platforming feel of this game. We can also boost the immersion in different spaces in our world by using premium audio tech that we previously just could not simulate in real time. And with all of this crazy hardware power, we can give our players more options with how they want to play our game. We can't wait for all of you to experience this very special version of Ori coming to Xbox Series X with smart delivery later this year.
From the furthest reaches of the universe comes the biggest mystery in the galaxy.
An abandoned research facility. And now, shady corporate intrigue.
Marvel of the Gorgon asteroid. A sordid stopover, full of salacious secrets. And scandalous strangers.
Greetings, attractive patron. You are looking right on today.
With the right pace,
They wanted us to develop a miracle drug.
can put you on the wrong side of a gun. Or sword. Or this thing. Thrills. Danger. Intrigue.
A word of advice before you go, Captain? Trust no one.
What will you find on Gorgon?
This internet cannot be drinks parent state.
If you're waiting for the biggest game of the year, then wait for Cyberpunk. But if you're ready for the smallest, we've got you covered. From Obsidian Entertainment, the makers of games that are nothing like this one. This summer, strive together to thrive together. Or just feed your friend to the spiders and go solo.
At Obsidian, we're dedicated to pushing narrative and role-playing games. It's something we do every day when we come to the office, and we can't wait for you to play our next great adventure, Peril on Gorgon. It's the first of 2 planned story expansion packs for the Outer Worlds that we're putting together with our friends from the private division. Now, it's also important that we continue to evolve how we tell stories in games, and Grounded is the perfect example of that. The team has been working the last 2 years on how to tell an Obsidian story within a survival game. Now, what's great is that you're going to be able to play the game on July 28th on Xbox Game Preview and on Steam Early Access. We want to hear from you, and we want to continue to build Grounded together. Oh yeah, if you've been wondering, we have working on that next RPG. Check this out.
World premiere.
We have always known war. It forged our empire, turned heroes into queens and kings, and decimated our foes. Now our oaths are lost, forsaken. And you must face the monsters. Our sins have born. Is an oath worth the weight of a crown?
Avowed is an expansive first-person RPG set in the fantasy world of Eora. When Obsidian Entertainment joined Xbox Game Studios, they told us that this epic game is the one they want to make. As creators of critically acclaimed RPGs, this is Obsidian at their best. And it is being built from the ground up to take full advantage of the power of Xbox Series X. At Xbox Game Studios, we also work with independent developers, always with the goal of empowering them to bring their ideas to life. I'm excited to announce our work with Interior Night, a new studio led by some of the most talented storytellers in our industry. Let's meet Caroline Marshall, studio head of Interior Night, to debut their original game.
Bonjour, I'm Caroline from Interior Night. Our team is really passionate about storytelling, because when you play a story, you step into the character's shoes. You get to experience their fears, their hopes, their conflicts firsthand. And in the process, you learn more about yourself. And this is quite powerful. Our first game spans 30 years in the American Southwest. It's a story about family, resilience, and sacrifice. But most of all, it's about how you will shape the fate of real, flawed people trying to find their way in a world they don't fit in. I hope you enjoyed the trailer.
World premiere.
Fortune, fortune, smiling fate. I haven't seen you much of late. I need you now. Cannot wait. Don't wanna look. You're not around.
We were on our way to start a new life that summer. For our family, it was just a stopover.
For mine, it was the end of the road.
On the ground, now!
The sun went down on all of us that day. Was it fate? Coincidence? No. It was a long forgotten secret, buried in the dark.
All my life, I've been scared of the shadows. But now, I'm finally ready to step into the light. I got your letters.
Here at Ninja Theory, we're hard at work on all of our projects, including Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, which we announced at the Game Awards back in December. An incredible 3.5 million players have now experienced Senua's story in Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. We're excited to start giving you an insight into what comes next for our Celtic Warrior, an experience that we'll be building in Unreal Engine 5 for Xbox Series X and PC. I'm happy to reveal today that Senua's Saga will be set in the beautiful country of Iceland. And you can find out more about our location scouting and how we've discovered the history of our setting in a brand new behind-the-scenes development diary, which you can view straight after the show on the Ninja Theory YouTube channel. It's been so touching to see the impact that Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has had on so many players, and we're incredibly thankful to all of the fans that have been part of Senua's story so far. And we're excited for you to be part of our development journey from here on out.
Do you want to say hi to Peter? He's on the line
What?
here.
Peter, he's been sitting there the whole time? Hey, who wrote the song?
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Fantastic work. Love the song.
I want to live there. Very much.
It's going to be fun to sing it. Now it's time to rock. Shall we start rocking?
Probably been a long time since we've had a visitor. I
hope you don't mind pop-ins. Where are we?
Shh. It's a quiet place. Lost alone, neither skin nor bone. Just the thought is all I've got. Now my cover's at the bottom of a lake, a frozen feeling, when my friends pulled me back up, I started cosmic eye. Senses are the magic keys. They close eyes.
We can't wait for you to experience the amazing games built by Xbox Game Studios. And there is just so much more for you to play on Xbox. We are partnering with thousands of creators, from the largest publishers to the smallest independent developers, to bring you the broadest variety of games ever. There is one developer in particular that is close to us. Not just geographically, but in history too. I'm thrilled to announce that this fall, our friends at Bungie will bring Destiny 2 to Xbox Series X and Xbox Game Pass. If you are one of the more than 10 million Game Pass subscribers, you also get access to all current Destiny 2 expansions starting this September. For Game Pass Ultimate members, Destiny 2 will also be playable on mobile from the cloud. Later this year, Bungie will also release a new version of Destiny 2 that is optimized for Xbox Series X, 4K resolution running at 60 frames per second. Here's an all-new look at Bungie's Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
I've seen terrible things born out in the darkness. Every moment brings them closer. It's time to step beyond the light.
This is Destiny 2 that you can play any way you want thanks to Xbox Game Pass. Some of the world's most inspired developers are working on games for Xbox Series X, and we're just honored to be able to collaborate with them. Xbox Series X will empower both new and experienced creators to bring the future of games to life like never before. Unique perspectives, unexpected innovations, and fresh voices that demand to be heard and that we can't wait for you to discover. All of the games you're about to see are being built to launch exclusively on Xbox consoles. Thanks and enjoy.
World premiere. World premiere.
My Lord Inquisitor, I've reached a term of prime and begun our investigations. Our recon squad has been sent into sub-level 6 of the Hive to determine the full extent of the unrest. I'll know more when they make it back. If they make it back.
World premiere.
When you were born, something changed. My heart could not contain the miracle of this world and all that it creates. With every passing day, the winds might grow stronger. Carry us away, but we will hold on to joy to light the way, to keep the reminder that love does not escape. I'm yours forever. There is no end in sight for us, nothing could measure the kind of strength inside our hearts. It's so connected. We're all together in this love, don't you forget it. We're all connected in this love.
World premiere.
Approaching orbit. Scans a no-go. Sure you want to drop here?
Oh yeah. Already lacing up my boots back here.
What we got? Another good-for-nothing space rock? Whoa.
Hold on, let me check.
Find anything good?
Vex, you're not gonna believe this. Ouch! What the?
all starts with a dead girl. A forest. The moon. Scent of pines. And then the gunshot. Every story has two sides. A regular, rational one, but also a darker and deeper truth, not unlike a nightmare. I can see both. Worse, I can link them.
Hello? Anyone there?
What is this place?
World premiere.
Please, Torres. I've seen your future. Global risk is scared of the weapon you will become.
Destiny chose me to save this world. And I will see it done. Blacklist.
All right. There's a new look at the medium, which is great. We're excited to learn more about that title. And joining me right now is a guy you saw in the Xbox briefing along with Jack Black. He is working at Double Fine on Psychonauts 2, now part of the Xbox Game Studios family. Give it up for a true legend in the video game business, Tim of Legend, Tim Schafer. How we
Hello.
doing, Tim?
How's it going?
Hello.
My head's bigger than yours. I don't want my head to be bigger than yours. There we go.
Oh yeah, we can.
No, don't make yours bigger. Okay. How's it going? What do you think of the trailer? Give me your honest opinion. No one's listening, right? It's just you and me.
No, nobody's listening. I thought it looked great. Well, it's fun because that song I think last year when there was an E3, I think teased a little bit of that with Jack Black that we knew he was doing. Obviously he's a huge fan of your work, and you guys have collaborated before, certainly with Brutal Legend and Broken Age. But we knew he was in Psychonauts, and now we got a better look at what he's doing. So yeah, this game looks so fun. I remember when we announced this. It was at Game Awards. What was it, 2016? Or I don't even know what year did we announce it?
Talk about how long it's been. It's been just a minute ago. It's there is no time scale.
The backers are waiting. But seriously, it sounds like you guys are, now you're part of the Xbox family. You're working hard on Psychonauts. Where are you at in terms of development of the game right now?
Well, we have a lot of stuff done, but a few things left to go, and game looks great. It doesn't, just to be clear, it's not all as psychedelic as that trailer you saw. There's a lot of crazy yellow submarine visuals going on, but that's just one level that's really themed around synesthesia and the overwhelmed senses. So the rest of the game looks a little bit more like it does when Raz is standing there with that brain in a jar. And so that level is looking pretty good, and we just really want to make sure, now that we have the resources with our new partners at Xbox, we want to make sure the game is as good as people are expecting it to be, because I think their memories of the old game, plus the new things that are capable of technology, mean that we have to really rise to the challenge of making the game amazing.
No, and again, it's as your mind works, it's so vibrant and unexpected in terms of where things go, and that means a lot of art and a lot of content. And you said, I love that you're at a point now where nothing has to be compromised. You can really take the time you need to make the game you want. I want to ask about this event was a game showcase, but obviously there's a new console coming out this year. For your team, how are you taking advantage of Series X? Like, what Psychonauts will obviously work on your current system and PC, but if people do have an Xbox Series X when they play it, are you're going to be able to kind of make it that much more sparkly?
More sparkly, yes, it's going to be much more sparkly. No, I mean, there's obviously capabilities of as far as the speed and the quality of the presentation. I don't know if I can what I can announce and not announce. But let's say it's going to be taking full advantage of what we can do with it.
It's going to be in 14K, right?
It's actually going to broadcast itself into your mind. That's something.
It's like something like
shot right into your brain.
Frames per second. It's like only.
Yeah. And you're going to play it in your dreams. You're going to be asleep when you play it and dream the whole game.
We're ready for it. But I think that's the thing, is that your games have always had incredible stories and incredible worlds with people. I think the thing with this game that everyone's excited about is the gameplay looks so varied and so fun. How has it evolved over the past few years? Like, I'm curious. I assume you're somewhat content complete now in terms of at least the story. Like, are you still adding levels? Are you still writing stuff? Or you're done with that? I'm curious, like, where you're at creatively on it.
Writing wise, I'm playing through the game and seeing where there needs to be a little more writing, because like the story all makes sense in my head, but I often tell it out of order and tell it bits here and bits there, and then every once in a while I'll be like, "Oh, that's right, we never told the player this," and so I'm trying to catch all those last details, and it's really fun because you can see. It's an easier point when you're looking at the distance to the end, and you can see how much more you have to go from like a good game to a great game. It's a lot more fun to just get those last few things in.
I'm sure there's always last minute jokes. Although in this environment, like, are you able to do voiceover recording with people? Like, what's it been like to make this game from home?
Yeah, well, a lot of our actors have in-home studios, and we recorded with Jack from his house. You know, he did the last bit of dialogue, the dialogue that you'll hear in that level, he did from his home studio. So, I mean, we're really lucky to work in games where we can do a lot of our work from home, and a lot of voice actors can do the same. It's easier to do that than go shoot a movie.
Yep. No, I said that's why there, lots of games coming out this year still, and it's an awesome opportunity for our industry, I think, to be able to continue entertaining people with great content, and especially now with Game Pass and Psychonauts, I imagine this will be one of the most played Tim Schafer games of all time, just because more people are going to have access to it through Game Pass. So is that exciting for you and the team that it's going to open it up to a whole new audience?
Oh my God, that's really, I never thought about it that way, Jeff. I'm really stressed now. People need their games. We have to provide their home. They're bored, Jeff.
Hey, it's high pressure but high opportunity, and really a ton of fun. Tell us a bit about. You said the level we saw was obviously kind of psychedelic, but talk to us about some of the psychic powers and people maybe familiar with some of Raz's powers in previous games. How are you kind of taking those to the next level? And as everyone remembers from the previous games, every level sort of is customized in a way for sort of a certain ability or power. So give us a little preview of like what are some of the things he's going to be able to do with his mind.
Yeah, I mean, every second level it's visually different. It's like this one-off in some ways, art direction and whole different style, and the gameplay has a lot to do with the powers that are new in that level. And so we're bringing back a lot of the old powers that people know from the first game, like Side Blast. You can just shoot a blast of psychic power out of his head. He can has a kind of a psychic karate chop, and he can also levitate, and he can use telekinesis like he could in the first game. But you can see in this demo we're showing him one of the new powers, which is the ability to create a time bubble and slow things down in a very localized area, because the character that Jack plays has lost all perception of time, and so he can kind of form the sense of time with his own mind because he's been alone in a jar for so long. And Raz used that power to slow down enemies so he can fight them easier, slow down platforms so he can jump on them, and slow moving objects down to reveal secrets. And that's just
awesome.
One of the new powers too.
I was going to say, there's so much to this game. We can't wait to see more of it. And I guess we'll just stay tuned for more details on all things Psychonauts. But looks like a ton of fun in Game Pass. And any year that we get a new Tim Schafer game is very exciting. And it feels like it must be kind of. Do you feel like this is your most ambitious game so far in terms of the scale and scope of it?
I mean, it's the biggest game we've made in a while. Yeah. After Broken Age, I really want to make a big world again, and we definitely have a big.
Back to Brutal Legend, that was pretty big, but it feels like this is approaching like that kind of scale.
It's pretty big. It's got Jack Black in it. It's got. It's very ambitious, but there's no RTS elements yet.
I was gonna say there's still a few months left in development. There's DLC or something, but yeah, it looks so fun. and I'm excited to see games like that. Xbox keeps touting how diverse their lineup is, and I love that you're now making this game. There's Halo, there's so much else out there, and it's going to be, as I said, I think your most played game and one of your most ambitious. So Tim Schafer, I'm sure most of you are familiar with his work, but Psychonauts 2 is going to be quite the experience, and we can't wait to see more of it. So thanks for joining us virtually, Tim, and thanks for all your Day of the Dev stuff this year too. You've been super busy and really excited. I was going to say, no, yeah. Where's a Muppet? Right? I've actually got a little beaker on the shelf back there.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks, Tim. Double Fines, Tim Schafer working on Psychonauts 2, part of the Xbox family now. And that is going to do it for our post show. Lots of great stuff across the morning here when you look at the pre-show and the main show. A lot of announcements from the Xbox studios. And as you can see here, that amazing Halo piece that I thought was such a beautiful way to kick off the briefing, and much more coming from Xbox. Everwild, we saw, you think of across the portfolio, Xbox has a lot of first-party studios. I think the big question everyone wants to know is how are these games going to play on the new system? And I think sometimes people fixate on the power and whatnot of these boxes, but at the end of the day, it really is about the experiences. And Xbox certainly showed people a lot of experiences in a lot of different genres that are going to be part of the Xbox plan. So that was their first party game showcase. As Matt, Pat, and others mentioned, there's still lots to share about Xbox Series X in terms of the hardware and the price points, and I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the coming months as we lead up to holiday 2020. And part of what's happening here with Summer Game Fest is that we've got a lot more to go in July and August. So there'll be many more streams and many more events, and you can sign up at summergamefest.com for notifications, or follow this channel or follow us on Twitter, and we'll update you as there are more updates on games. We'll be back with our big Gamescom opening night live show on August 27th, which is going to be pretty spectacular with a lot of big games and exciting content on games. So we're working very hard on that, and we look forward to bringing that to you guys. And of course, at the end of the year, the Game Awards. We're so excited about that show and working very hard on a plan to make sure we bring that to you in a big way at the end of the year to cap off what has been a strange but also, I think, important year for games to show how they can bring us all together. So on behalf of everyone that put this show together today, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank Xbox for the great partnership around this show, an awesome pre-show, and an awesome game showcase right here exclusively on YouTube. I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Jeff Keighley. We will see you for the next Summer Game Fest stream. Have a good day.